what is going on to the AMC investors, what is going on to the AMC traders, and what is going on to the AMC stock community. In today's video, we're going to be talking about what is going on with this fall in AMC stock today, which is July 27th, which is also a Tuesday. Now, right off the bat, I know already a lot of investors, a lot of traders, they are already panicking. But for those of you guys that are subscribed, you guys knew that this was already coming for this stock. Now, would it come immediately right when the market opened? No one knew the answer to that. However, we did know that the $38 support level was key for this stock. And it was a very significant support level because if you guys remember, on the 5-day 5-minute candlestick and on the 1-day 1-minute candlestick as well, we had a head and shoulder pattern forming. Because this was the head and shoulder pattern, we had the highest of the highs of the head and shoulder pattern. Then we had the two shoulders right here. On the left side, support level, $38 a share. On the right side, $38 a share as well. And so it looks like when the other day we were talking about understanding the fundamentals and the technicals for AMC stock, it seemed like AMC stock was trying to climb back to the highs of the head and shoulder pattern. Now, we said it was going to take time, right? We do not believe that a stock is just going to go parabolic to the linear side in one day, okay? That is not how we do it unless something monumental happens to this stock. Like, let's say they have amazing news and let's say they open up 50 more theaters in a matter of a few days, okay? That could have the possibility of making the stock immediately go back up to $46 a share. But right now, when there isn't really a lot of news and the market conditions aren't really favoring this stock, nor are they favoring a lot of meme stocks, and just not even favoring a lot of regular stocks as well. If you look at Tesla, for example, Tesla is a blue chip stock and it just released earnings and the earnings were amazing. However, this stock is down to $630 when yesterday it was trading at $670. If we take a look at Microsoft, for example, this is not Microsoft, but if we take Microsoft right here. And I'm bringing this up not to compare AMC stock to these blue chip stocks, but I'm just saying that this week was supposed to be an important week because a lot of blue chip stocks have earnings this week. Apple, Microsoft, Google, etc., etc. And you see all of these market conditions making all of these stocks, not just AMC stock, fall down. I bring that up just to calm down with the fears, the panic, and the uncertainty, and even the doubt, because on days like today, that is when a lot of people get doubtful. But there should be no doubt in my opinion because we have been holding this stock ever since it was trading around the February to January timeframe, right? When we got this stock at $5 a share and $3 a share and 50 cents, that was when we were trying to evaluate a lot of other technical patterns like the cup and handle pattern. And so a lot of people right now are saying that these technical patterns will not work. And you just got to remember that at the end of the day, this is what we based our foundation off of this stock in the first place, right? So we had a cup and handle formation, and then the handle would be this downfall right here. And a lot of people were panicking at this downfall, right? They were already getting out. And as you can see, that is why the price is actually going down a little bit because a lot of people thought, okay, this is going to be over. AMC stock's going to go all the way back to $5 a share, even though it was just trading at like around the double digits, right? $10. So a lot of people got out. But for the people that recognize this pattern, this stock ended up exploding and it had a parabolic move to the upside. Now, the reason why I bring that up is not to say, oh, we got in such a cheap price. We haven't continuously been talking about averaging up. Okay, averaging up means that we don't care about what we bought it at in the beginning because we see opportunity right now. We see opportunity right now, and so therefore we decided to buy at $38 a share, and we decided to buy at the $50 range. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. It is just a matter of, do you see opportunity in the stock? If so, it should not matter. But if you don't see opportunity in the stock, then that's a little different, right? Because then there would be no reason for you to buy at $5 a share, then 50, and then 38, right? Doesn't make a lot of sense. But if you do see opportunity, then there you go. Every single dip opportunity is an opportunity. Now, with that being said, hopefully that allows us to all understand that AMC stock, we are still on the right path. No worries whatsoever. And right off the bat on the daily chart, and this is a little bit difficult to understand if you just look at the 1-day 1-minute chart or the 5-minute chart, because you will not understand the strength of the support level, or in other words, the resilience, right? Because right over here, we have a double candlesticks right here with the wick. These wicks are extremely important because it shows a lot of demand, okay? When stocks end up going to the resistance levels, those would actually end up being the supplies, right? So for example, one of the major supply zones for AMC stock was $61 a share. Now, there was a lot of controversy over whether this was a supply level or resistance level, just because a lot of hedge funds were manipulating the stock, or because simply there wasn't enough demand to exceed the supply, but rather there was more supply than demand. So therefore, there was a lot of liquidation because a lot of people and a lot of hedge funds, they decided that they do not want the stock to go higher just because they thought this would be the range where a lot of people would start liquidating their position, cashing out, or just simply they were not interested in the stock to go higher. And so if no one wants to see the stock go higher, then obviously this is going to be the liquidation zone. This is going to be the zone where a lot of people are going to start cashing out. And again, as I said, a lot of people also have controversy. Was this the hedge funds? Did they not want to see AMC stock go up? So they tried to bet against the stock as much as they could, causing more supply rather than demand, because demand at the end of the day is when you buy a stock for the long side, right? Because you are betting that the stock is going to go up. But if the hedge funds have a lot of selling pressure, then obviously that is supply right there. And so hedge funds have millions upon millions of shares, so therefore selling pressure is going to far exceed the buying pressure, and then what do you guys think is going to happen? Of course it's going to end up falling. And so this was a little frustrating in the beginning, but at the end of the day, this is just the game, and this is all part of the movement for AMC stock. We did it once where we decided to completely go way above any hedge fund betting against AMC stock right around here, the beginning of 2021, and now we are trying to get that chance again in the middle to near end of 2021 as well. And so this is just all part of the movement. This movement, in my opinion, is nowhere near gone, because if it was gone, I'm going to be quite frank, I do believe the stock would be trading at around the $15 range or low double digits. We are in the $30 range, and not even $30 range. This is what I'm talking about, right? These psychological levels, every time someone sees AMC stock at the $30 range, whether it is at $38 a share, $39 a share, $36 a share, they immediately associate AMC stock being in the $30 range without trying to take the time to understand, okay, wait, let's take a pause because AMC stock is just 2 points away from $40 a share. So actually I should be saying that AMC stock is just at the $40 range because of how close it is. But again, these are just some psychological levels. When AMC stock decides to break a lot of these key psychological levels, like $40 a share, like $50 a share, a lot of people immediately think that AMC stock is trading extremely low, when in reality, this stock is just a little 2 points below that $40 range. And so again, no worries with that whatsoever. And so on the 1 day, 1 minute chart and the 5 minute chart, all you need to understand is the head and shoulder pattern. And so that is going to be the significant concept of today's video, because even if AMC does decide to break the $38 share level, right? Let's say it goes below $30 a share, then there is going to be another support level, guys. This stock has a lot of resilient levels. This stock has a lot of demand zones, okay? There are going to be buyers stepping in. Now it looks like right off the bat, AMC stock does not have a lot of buyers, and that makes sense because yesterday we were trending up, right? The trend was completely up, and today, as I said in the beginning of the video, a lot of other stocks are down on the day. So the market sentiment for today was down. And so there's no panic though, because we talked about this in the yesterday video. And so right now, all we are doing is consolidating at our support level. And this is going to take time. I always said it is going to take time, whether we go straight up to $50 a share or whether we decide to stay at $30 a share. This is a long-term game because we are waiting not for $30 a share. We're not waiting for $40 a share. We're not waiting for $50 a share. We are waiting for ultimate price targets, which for you guys could be $80 a share. For other people, it could be $100. It could be even $60 a share. It doesn't matter. But these prices, whether it's 30, 40, 50, our ultimate price targets are much higher because we believe in the movement. And so also going off of this head and shoulder pattern, one of the support levels that you guys could also be watching out for is, okay, if it does decide to break $30 a share, then that is no worries at all because we did break this head and shoulder pattern once. And so where do we end up basing? We ended up basing at $35 a share. So again, really no worries whatsoever, because if AMC stock does decide to actually have a break of $30 a share, then okay, no worries. And even if it does decide to break $30 a share, the next level will be 37. But again, these are very temporary levels, which is why I do not draw a lot of support and resistance levels. I try to draw the support levels and the resistance levels that will probably have a lot of demand and supply, because we could draw as many support and resistance levels as we wanted to, but which levels are going to be the demand zones, right? Which levels are going to be the supply zones? So in my opinion, demand zone, still $30 a share. It's not like we broke it entirely. And so the next demand level would be at this, the $35 level. And so if we decide at the end of the day, which could certainly happen, AMC stock decides to be trending upwards again, then the same supply level remains the same. We are just consolidating, and you guys will probably see the stock at $40 a share if the trend decides to switch, which would not be surprising. We see it happen all the time for AMC stock. So basically, all I'm trying to say in this video is do not panic. I know a lot of people are panicking, and that is what is kind of causing a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt at this time. But again, guys, know that this movement is very resilient. Know that we are not even having a terrible day, because on a day like today, when all of the other stocks are completely down 40 points, 50 points, AMC stock is down 2 points. No worries at all. And so with that being said, AMC stock group, thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.